Protection breaks down and time runs out. Down goes Rodgers and the sack for Leonard Floyd. And he's coming out of the game.
Are you all right? What's wrong?
I felt a great disturbance in the force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. I fear something terrible has happened.
I'll shove that bat up your ass and turn you into a popsicle. Come on.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Phatty316, and you're here with the Bayou Geeks. How y'all doing this week? Yeah, I know we're running a little bit late, but we're here. It's a Sunday morning. We're recording on a Sunday morning, and as always, I'm here with my co-host. You know him, you love him, and I can't find his fucking intro. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Hey,
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
what's good, y'all? Yeah, man, it's a little different Sunday morning. We had some issues this week, so it's all good. It's all taken care of. But
Yeah, I was
yeah,
gonna
man.
say, you know him, you love him. MaximusG420.
Yeah, one of the few times you actually get my name right. Don't understand
I
why.
always get that right for some reason.
No, you don't, bro.
That's
You mess up
okay.
my name all the goddamn time, bro.
Okay, 9 out of 10. I get it. Fair enough. It's Dirk's. It's Dirk's. Shit. I always get fucked. Him
Oh
and
yeah, when you're
Mojo's
trying to shout
show.
out their show, yeah, you don't ever
Yeah.
know what the name of the show is.
Yeah, it get changed from week to week.
Oh man, so what's good, baby? How you doing?
Oh man, fucking good. I took pretty much a day off from like the office I was telling you about. You know how I live in my office, but yesterday I didn't even come in. I just watched college football. Went out to eat with a shot of brandy and came home, watched more college football. And
Yeah, I hear that, man. Yeah, I'm rolling solo this weekend. The missus was here Friday night. She came home because Mama's still in the hospital. Thoughts and prayers, please, everybody. Thoughts and prayers for my mother-in-law. Make sure she comes out of there okay. And then she stayed here Friday night, and she stayed with me all day. We pretty much stayed in bed, hung out, watching some football. I watched some World Series of Warzone event in London, the finals. That was pretty cool. And then just watched a bunch of college football on my phone while we were watching shows. You know, that's pretty much it. We didn't really do much on yesterday was a lazy day, and today's the day I'm doing all the laundry, getting everything all nice and settled. It's usually what I do anyway on a Sunday. Just my thing. I like waking up early, doing laundry, getting that shit out the way.
before you go to the stadium and slay all the gladiators, you got to do the laundry, huh?
Yeah, I got to make sure it's clean, right? I got to make sure when I come back, because I know I'm coming back, bro. That's why.
Speaking of college football, man, I want to bring this up. I love college football, bro. I mean, I'm not okay. Everybody knows I worked at a sports store for many years, and because of me working at a sports store, happen to watch ESPN 24/7. I kind of over the years in the past 10, 12 years, kind of like the sports don't mean as much to me as it once did, but college football always remained for me. The love for college football always remained. But yesterday, I really, for the first time this year, I got a cringe in my stomach because I'm starting to believe, and I've always knew this was going to happen. The NIL and the transfer portal is going to ruin college football.
I don't know if it's going to ruin it necessarily, but unfortunately, these kids have been slaving, and they've been making tons. And they're talking. This college football is $1 billion industry, and they've been making all this money on these kids and just saying, "Hey, we're giving you tuition, we're giving you a free education." Most of these kids don't even graduate from college. A lot of times, they end up graduating 5, 6 years after they've been in the league,
But
and that's when they start making money.
I agree with that, but to be fair, that's always personal choice, though. No one's putting a gun in your head saying you got to play this sport. You're going to get. I mean, let's be real. Some of these universities, their scholarship, or not scholarships, but their tuition every year is like out this world.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, so and you're playing how many games a year? I mean, come on, it pays for itself, bro. I mean, let's be honest.
It kind of does, but these kids, you hear the stories, bro. You've heard about it when they first started talking about NIL, where these kids barely have enough money to eat fucking food.
Yeah,
Like,
but the NIL ain't gonna change nothing because there's still gonna be the players at the bottom.
yeah, but they still can actually get through camps. Like that's the thing that people kept on saying is like, oh, the superstars aren't going to make any money. That's not true. Some of these kids go back to their school or go back to their hometowns in the summer and have little camps that they can have in their name, and they get paid for that. And then that gets them. Guess what? Now they can actually eat food and they can buy clothes and they can do this and they don't have to get the stuff
But that's
where it was
the
shady
food,
before.
okay. The food thing is bullshit.
It's not
Okay,
bullshit, bro.
no, that is bullshit. I'll tell you why. Because if you're a student athlete, which who I've known a lot of, dude,
I've known
you
a few too.
have a food card, which pretty much is a credit card, and you could go get food at the cafeteria. You're not starving. Don't give me and that the football teams feed your ass. That is bullshit. They're talking about when you're out and about. Not so much. You're not going to starve if you're an athlete on.
So you're telling me that you want to eat cafeteria food all the goddamn time?
Hey, some people don't have nothing. That's
Yeah.
like
And now these people that get
beggars
NIL, like you got volleyball players, you get some baseball players, you got soccer players, you got all these people now that are available to get NIL. That's what I'm talking about. Let's not talk about the football players. 'cause
But
that's-
all it's going to turn in. Speak again. You kind of.
I said that's a whole different structure with the football players, because the football players for most schools are the ones that bring in all the money for every other sport. But here's the thing: the difference is all those other kids in other sports, like a swimmer. Guess what? He's on scholarship. Cool. But guess what? He doesn't have any extra money. And his parents may have been thanking God that he got a scholarship just so they can pay for school. But here's the thing. Now he can go and do a swim tutorial at his local YMCA and get paid for that. And he actually can do it. Or he can actually have a job. Some of these other kids in these other sports can actually have jobs. Football players can't even have jobs, bro. They can't even have a part-time job. What kind of shit is that? How are you saying?
Fair. Wait. To be fair, it's not so much of what you're talking about. That's fine. That's fine. Even if it's an autograph session, that's fine. I'm talking about like these guys who are getting like the endorsement deals, not so much the little guy like what you're saying, or little venues like that. That's not. I don't consider that as bad. If you go do an autograph, yeah, you should get compensated. Shit like that. I'm talking about guys who are getting sponsored, major corporation sponsorship deals. And dude, it's like it's
about time.
College is going to be the NFL. This is going to be. Look, I said the NFL's on a death spiral, and people don't believe me, but just keep watching it. It's happening.
College was already the pro league before you get to the NFL.
College just stepped into that arena. They're on their death spiral now.
No,
because
they're not, bro. It's not gonna
if you combine the portal and the NIL together, and like I said, I'm not talking about the little things like
No, I know.
what you're saying. I'm talking about the big thing. It's going to destroy college football.
No,
And
it's
yesterday,
not.
Okay, I'm going to tell.
The
Look,
only way they're going to get to the NFL is going through college. It's not like the NBA where they actually have a G League that they can go to, or they can go play overseas somewhere. They don't have that option. Ain't nobody going to Canada to go play football to try to come and play in the NFL that didn't go into college. Nobody gives a shit about those dudes. There's very few of those guys that come out there. You have to go through college. And unfortunately, college is the second, like, I think it's the second biggest business in the United States as far as football is concerned. It's like football number one, the NFL, and then college football number two. And those kids were getting fucked over forever with the same bullshit you're trying to spew.
Mark
You're saying,
my
hey,
words.
we're giving you an education for free. Most of these kids don't even want to go do that. Why do you think they got a one and done rule in NBA? Because kids weren't even going to college to play basketball. Because college basketball is shit now. Because you don't see seniors and juniors anymore. You barely see sophomores. You see freshmen that are one and done.
And you know it's fucked up. The NBA suffers because of it too.
No, they don't.
It
They
really
still got
does.
great players. It's still the best league in the
There
the
are
whole
not
world. The NBA is the
There
best
are
league.
no more the superstars are dying in the NBA. There are no more superstars.
Maybe because you don't watch it as much. Bro,
No,
you're not
I'm
into
telling
it,
you,
but
bro,
they're still
because they're
superstars.
not the guys that have passed stayed in college to get improve their skills. These guys are being told by fucking agents, "Oh, you're ready to go now." After 1 year, and they're not good. I mean, then they fucking go and they go become bust in the NBA. There's more bust in the NBA ever since the NBA's been formed.
Yeah, they're always going to be bust, bro. There are so many guys you never even heard of.
Football players are more successful because they have to stay for a certain amount of time, and I've always agreed with that rule. They should stay because you are not NFL prepared.
Oh, no, I agree with that, too.
They'll kill you. Maurice Claret was a fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that too. But here's the other thing too: those 3 years that they're stuck there in the NCAA, they're making no money, and the university that they're playing for is making millions of dollars, millions, which does help all the other athletic programs. That AD is not just the AD; he's might as well just be the general manager for the damn football team.
Yeah,
that's
and all the $1
mainly
million are reinvested into your sport. And when you have these fucking some college football programs have better rehabilitation places than hospitals do. I mean, so don't sit there and pretend. That's what pisses me off with these players. They sit there and pretend like they get no benefit from all this money these schools are making, but what they actually are, but it's not going in their pocket. That's the only thing they're pissed about.
Yeah, but I would want that one in my pocket too, because I'm here. But here's the thing: they couldn't have extra money in their pocket because they're not allowed to even have a job. Like, are you shitting me? Every other scholarship athlete in most colleges,
with that. If they want to go work, which how many would really go fucking work anyway? I mean,
who knows? Maybe some dude want to go sell cars on the weekend, bro. Like, I don't know. Every Thursday night he's selling cars. Who knows?
Yeah,
but they don't even have that option.
Reggie Bush, on off season working at McDonald's, as a fucking drive-through guy or some shit. I mean, come on. It was that once again that rule hurts the lower echelon than mostly the bigger echelon. Because let's not pretend like these fucking star players or football players ain't treated like fucking kings on them fucking campuses.
Oh yeah, they are.
So I mean, once again, we're kind of making boo-hoo, trying to play victim for the ones that are actually benefiting from all of it, and I can't do it, bro. I really can't do it.
Yeah, no, I don't mind it. I don't care. Like, and it makes it seem too, which is kind of crazy. Like Caleb Williams, the quarterback for USC, has got a Wendy's sponsorship. Like I saw 3 commercials this morning just watching TV, and he was on there 3 different commercials for Wendy. Yeah, and I was just like, whoa, shit. I'm like, they weren't lying when this motherfucker was making some money doing Wendy sponsorships. I'm like, okay, cool. That's what's up. Like, I would have loved to seen that. Could you imagine seeing Reggie Bush back in the day doing a commercial for who knows what,
$100. I'm willing to say right now. What's today? September 17th.
Yeah.
Right now, he's going to be an NFL bust.
Who? Caleb Williams?
Yep.
You think so?
Yep.
He might. But here's the thing: he might not come out next year because he might just stay there to take more money.
Goes back to what I'm saying. All these players are now concerned about the money aspect of it. They're going to lose focus on the main goal. Now the main goal is not even get to the NFL now. It's getting to college because college you can make the money.
Yeah. Well,
so it's not
a lot of these guys too. But
like
we're
he's gonna make so much money. Is he really gonna give a shit about making it to the NFL?
Well, you never know. That's his personal decision, bro. That's nothing we can't figure that out. We don't know. But how about that lineman that's on there that now can do a camp when he goes off, in the summer, and he can go do a camp in his hometown and make some extra money, so he can go back to school with some money because he might not make it into the NFL. There's not that. It's 1%. 1% of college football players make it to the NFL, and out of that 1%, a fraction of that even make it to become a superstar or a star. So yeah, they're gonna have to make money, bro. A
It
lot of
has
these
to be a
kids.
smaller window for the NBA.
Yeah, exactly. It's even smaller. You're right, because there's a lot less people on the NBA teams. And that's the thing, though. These kids are trying to make money because a lot of these kids, no joke, it's probably about 70% of these children, and I call them children because that's what they are. They're children. These kids that don't have anything back home, and they want to make the money now so they can make sure they can take care of their family back home. So yeah, maybe the goal isn't to get to the NFL. Maybe the goal is to make some money. But guess what? Now my mama and my 7 fucking brothers and sisters don't got to live in a fucking 1-bedroom apartment no more. Maybe you can go live in a house in a nice neighborhood.
And
That's how you got to
what?
look at it too. And the universities has been fucking them over for all that shit forever and ever. And then what they do, if they're really good, they try to give them a bag man and try to go send them some money and be like, "Here, your mama got a nice Mercedes now. Your mama got some nice clothes now. Your mama got a nice little place to live now." And then when the NCAA does some investigation, guess what? The college football team now is on a death penalty, no college football program for 3 years or some shit, like they did at SMU when they were paying all the running backs. But that's how it was before. Now at least it's legal. Now at least it's like it's all out in the open. It's like, here,
Now
this is
here's the
this is
thing.
what's going on. This is what we're doing.
Now
It's all out in front.
I'm going to throw out a statistic which is pretty much been correct. A lot. I can't say this for sure, but I'm going to say 75% of these guys are when they get the money, and if they don't even make it to the NFL level, or they get there but they don't make money, they'll have all that money pissed away in a couple years.
Oh yeah, because they're just not smart with their money, and that's a whole nother topic.
And that's a statistic no one ever talks about. How much these
Yeah.
guys who made millions have gone broke.
Oh, it's the same thing with like people that win the lottery. People who win the lottery go fucking crazy and spend all their goddamn money, and then they're wondering 3 years later they're fucking broke and on the street begging.
Yeah,
Because they don't know how to invest their money. But that's the other thing too. Our
spend it
schools
wisely. I think it's more spending it wisely instead of overcompensating for what you really need.
Oh yeah, no. My buddy's got this real estate investment program. Come on, let's go invest in that. Let's go invest $2 million in that. And then it's gone. What happened? Oh, everything went to shit. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're not taught. And that's the thing. They're going to school not to go to school. They're going to school to play a game. And when they go there to play that game and they get that money, they don't know what to do with it because they're not educated enough. They don't have somebody in their corner. They don't have a professor or teacher, even somebody else just in their family that's like, hey, you need to spend this money wisely. You need to actually, pay attention to what you're doing so you can make this money make you money and keep it for your whole lifetime. So your grandkids still have money.
It's not like I said, it's not even always investing. It's just spending it smartly. I mean, the first thing we always hear, I'm going to go buy me a $2 million house. Well, why do you need a $2 million house?
Yep.
You're a single dude. I mean, you don't need a $2 million. Do you realize you have to pay taxes on this house every year now? I mean,
oh, did you know that like Kawhi Leonard still has a fucking Chevy Suburban from like 1999? He still drives a Chevy Suburban. Like to practice. Like this dude is one of the greatest players in NBA history, even though he gets hurt a bunch, but he's a great player. But he's still rolling around and he's got endorsement deals and he's got plenty of money, but he's still riding around in a 1999 Chevy Suburban. You know why?
Right.
Because he ain't going to spend, he knows that he has to keep that money to make sure that his family and his children and his children's children are set forever. And that there's some guys that just don't know how to do that. They see the money and they're just like, I'm gonna go be Johnny Manziel. I'm gonna go to the strip club. I'm gonna go have a party. We're gonna do all this shit, baby. Come on, man, let's get it. I'm gonna walk around with this gold chain that's worth $250,000.
I mean, that's been going on ever since really the start. I mean, I guess it's been around ever since professional has been get paid, but we start really hearing about the late '80s players. That's when we started hearing about them pissed I want to say Andre Rison. He went broke. I mean,
yeah, but also old girl burned his house down, so that was a whole nother thing. You remember that shit, right? I
Yeah,
remember that shit.
or
Waking
left
up.
eye.
Yeah, I remember that shit. One day I wake up and it's on the news. It's just a house on fire outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Andre Rice's house is on fire. I'm like, what the fuck happened there? And then you hear the story and you're like, oh shit, he pissed her off. Like, don't fuck with that black girl. Nope, don't fuck with them black
Left
women.
eye Lopez.
She will fuck. And then she tried to turn her life around, and then that was tragic that happened to her. We can do a whole episode on
Well, I
what
mean,
happened
they
to
had.
her.
I mean, TLC had a resurgence in the mid '90s. I mean, come on with Waterfalls. I mean,
Dude, they were the brokest, best-selling female group ever. They got. I remember watching. I think like one of the VH1 documentaries about them, and they were talking about how they made. I think for the three of them, like 10 cents off of every dollar, because how much money they were giving away to everybody else for everything else they were doing. And
oh,
I'm
they
like,
pulled the
damn,
MC Hammer, huh?
yeah, pretty much, man. Well, MC Hammer was giving away his money too. He was supporting so many people. It's just there's just so many different things. But yeah, man, these college kids, man, a lot of them just want some money, just to have some money, just so they can have some spending money. So they can just go out. Like
Mm.
their life isn't always like, especially some of these guys that know that their life isn't going to be in the NFL. They're not going to get drafted, or they're not going to be able to go to a camp and be, on an undrafted kid on a team. You don't see that very often. There's only been one guy in the NBA, just to give you a idea of how this works. There's only been one guy in the NBA ever that made it to the Hall of Fame, Ben Wallace for the Detroit Pistons. Only one. Literally, out of all the players that have ever played in the NBA, there's only been one guy that made it to the Hall of Fame that was undrafted. Like, how the fuck does that happen? That doesn't
Right.
happen. That's what I'm saying. It's literally 99.9%. If you get to the NBA and you become a superstar, you're probably not going to make it to the Hall of Fame. But one guy that wasn't even drafted made it. The odds were against him from the jump, because nobody ever thought he would make it.
Would you consider Ben Wallace a Hall of Famer?
He's a Hall of Famer. He's in there.
Or would you consider him more
He's-
of a,
He's
like
great though. Bro.
he had his time, but after his time, he never would stay consistent?
Well, that's the thing. The reason he's a Hall of Famer is because he was consistent. He never had to be a superstar, bro. He didn't have to. He would just rebound and shoot, and then he would go talk trash to you, and the refs would not call fouls on him saying some shit that you would not be able to say to him, because they would get you for a technical. But Ben Wallace talks a little different. So, but yeah, bro, these college kids, man, it's just different. And then shit, last night I fell asleep watching that game because it was just going on for too damn long. That Colorado State game, and holy shit, everybody and their mom was going to these games. Last weekend, Wu-Tang Clan was there, like 6 out of the 10 members. Well, out of the 9, because Old Dirty died, but there was a bunch of people there, bro. Kawhi was there last night. Like, it was crazy, bro.
Yeah. Offset was there.
Yeah, from Migos.
The guy formerly known as The Rock was there.
He's still The Rock. He came back to WWE, I heard the other day.
Nah, that's Dwayne. The Rock is gone. There is no more Rock. It's only Dwayne now.
The Rock had hair.
No, yeah. Well, before Hollywood Rock.
Yeah, well.
He's
got a lot of investments, bro. He's got a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah, fuck him. But yeah, I'm gonna be on Down South Sports Sports Fanatics today, and we're gonna talk about this. And I'll say what I'm gonna tell them. I think they need to lose.
Who? Colorado?
Yes,
They might next week. They're playing against Oregon.
They need to lose to humble themselves. I think. I like Deion as a coach, but
He's a great motivator.
I just
100%.
I don't know. Deion, he's starting to look shady to me. I don't know how long. I feel like that he's using Colorado as a stepping stone, in which he probably is. Don't get me wrong, but
how many other coaches have done the same thing?
Well, but I don't know if he's doing it to better himself, or I don't know. Some's telling me he's doing it for his kids' sake.
Probably.
But okay.
Who wouldn't? If I was the head coach of a team and my kid was a star athlete, hell yeah, I want to bring him with them, and hell yeah, I'm going to hype them up.
That's fine, and they're good. But I'm curious to see when what's the quarterback's son's name?
Shador?
Yeah, when he leaves and gets drafted, I'm curious to see what happens there.
Well, I've been noticing that I've been listening to a lot of the analysts and they talk about it, and they were talking about how he actually has a lot of tools. Like he is actually a really good quarterback. And when
No,
you
he's
watch
got skill. He's got
and he can
skill.
make all the throws. He can do the sidearm stuff. He can get on the run. He can get out of the pocket. He's got some speed. Like he's a good kid. When he makes it to the NFL, that's a whole different story.
Well, here's the thing. This is my philosophy on that. I brought this up on the other show. My thing is when you have a parent that played in the NFL, you're going to probably be a good player on if you have the talent because your father knows the NFL. He can teach you, especially like with Dion. Dion's a good example. Dion was the best cornerback of all time. There's no hands down. We already know that.
Oh yeah, Dion. Yeah,
Okay, now his son's a quarterback. Who better to teach you about defenses and secondary than the best of all time?
And
So
his other son is the cornerback too.
and his son's
Shiloh.
no, I think I thought
No, he's a cornerback, and he got a pick 6 yesterday. He got a pick
yeah.
6 last night. Yeah.
So to me, that's an advantage for him because you've probably been raised all your life playing quarterback, but your dad was teaching you about defenses.
Yep, and how to look them off and how to read them, and
exactly.
yeah.
So I think
No,
that
that's perfect.
he is good.
What you look at the Manning family. Are you shitting me? You think Archie wasn't teaching Peyton and Eli what to do? Like I'm pretty sure he was, and now he's going to teach his grandkid Arch Manning down over there in Texas what to do now too.
Or Peyton will teach his nephew. I mean, what's
Or
oh,
Eli,
all of them.
yeah,
All
much.
of
Well,
them. I mean,
Cooper was a receiver, and he just got hurt, and then that ended his career.
yeah.
That's the only one. You never hear about Cooper all the time, but Cooper's the one that's got the son that's the athlete.
Cooper looks like them. They all look
they all
alike.
look the same. You can tell they're all brothers. You look at them and you're like, oh yeah, they're all related.
But yeah, I don't want I don't like the fact that it's becoming a spectacle.
Yeah,
in
well,
Colorado.
it was going to. Bro, we didn't hear about it as much at Jackson State, and we still heard about it a lot.
I followed him at Jackson State because I was curious to see how he was going to do as a coach.
Me too, and he coached high school before
and I was rooting for him because his attitude when he first came into Jackson State, he was like, he told the players, look, there ain't gonna be no nonsense here. You come in here looking in suits or whatever. I mean, he kind of like, y'all gonna be
looking good. You're gonna
be like
pro.
proper young men.
Yep.
And now it's like we're getting prime time now. We're not getting Dion. I felt like at Jackson State we were getting Dion. We're getting prime time now.
Yeah, well, he's in front of the lights, bro.
When you have game
day, you have game day. You have Big Noon Saturday. You have the GMA was there, I think, this week. Like there were so many different programs and TV shows that were national that were going to Colorado State to go hype up this game. And that's just what it's going to be, bro. You have a superstar like that coming into the thing, and yes, he probably is using it as a stepping stone. I wouldn't doubt it. In less than 2 years, mark my words, in less than 2 years, he'll be gone and probably go to a big SEC school or probably a Big Ten school, but more likely an SEC school.
And you know what's crazy?
Oh, every other coach has done it. How many coaches went and got fucked over somewhere else because they did a bad job and then go to Alabama and go work for Nick Saban and go get their reputation, reworked, and then all of a sudden now they're the coach of Georgia, and Georgia's won 2 championships in a row. Like, come on, bro. Like,
the thing that
everybody does it.
Is, and this goes back to what I was saying about the NIL and everything. The thing that scares me with college football is that culture is going to come into college football, and it's going to hurt it because when culture comes into sports, it never helps. That's what killed the NBA. Culture, when you got the hip hop culture coming in, not everybody's into that. That was all separate. And but that's the problem. I'm not saying is it right, is it wrong, but I'm just being it's reality. I mean, it's not going to work. And when you have that culture trying to mix with the sports, it's not going to mix.
Well, you don't know that it might.
No, it's not because not everybody's attracted to that. That's the thing.
That's fine. They're still going to make billions of dollars, bro.
For some reason, the hip hop culture is like taking over all cultures. It really fucking has.
Oh yeah. Well, look, sorry. So 65-year-old white men don't want to go watch the game. That's fine. No. They're good. That's not their target audience.
Your business is to bring in people, not to draw them away.
Yeah, but you're going to bring in people, but you're also going to draw people away. No matter which way you look at it. when the NBA tried to get too uptight and being like, we don't want this hip hop thug stuff, it still happened. It didn't matter. Like the culture's gonna be, the wave is gonna hit you when it's gonna hit you, baby.
Well,
Like
look, I
that's it.
said,
Ain't nothing you
look,
can do about it, man.
but the problem is, it's going. Okay, that's the thing. It's going to kill it off. That's been my whole premise about this whole thing. It's
Maybe it
going to
will,
kill
maybe
it
it
all
won't. We don't
off.
know. It all goes in ebbs and flows, bro. I seen
If
some
you
kids
lose,
the other
if you
days.
lose, okay, there's a difference between people liking something and people actually putting money into something. And if the money goes, it's going to die off.
I doubt it, bro. You know how much money
I'm
we got just
telling
from
you.
China alone? Are you shitting me? It's not going to
telling
go anywhere. You know how big the NBA is? The NBA ain't going nowhere. I don't give a shit what anybody says. The ratings are down.
Well,
This,
if
that.
we go to war to China, fucking that
Oh,
shit
that's a
goes out
different
the
story.
window.
That's a different story, bro. We ain't going to go to war to China. We don't want to do that. Everybody will die. Nuclear bombs everywhere. It's going to be horrible.
But I'm
It's
just
not gonna be
saying,
worked
I
out.
just don't believe culture and sports should fucking intertwine.
But
And
culture
like I
and
say,
sports has
any
been
kind of
around all the
that
time,
I
bro.
would imagine the grunge fucking culture going into, like, let's say the
It wouldn't
NBA.
though. It wouldn't though, because the NBA is 80% of a certain type of player, and they're not into that. Look, Jimmy Butler is a great star. He talks about it all the time. He doesn't even listen to hip hop. He listens to country music. Nobody cares. Hip hop is still going to be the NBA thing. NBA 2K still sells out all the fucking time. And you guess what's on all their tracks? It's all hip hop artists. Ain't no country on that shit, bro.
You may not, you don't believe me, but I'm telling you,
I don't.
NBA
It's
is
not that I don't believe you. I understand what you're saying.
no, NBA is it's on the NBA is on the quickest downfall out of all three of them. And you know what's kind of staying at the middle and no one talks about? Baseball.
Well, because you got your 65-year-old white guy running baseball. That's why.
Not true. Not
Yes,
true.
yes, no.
Not true. Not
The
true.
average
That
age of
is
people
not
that
true.
watch baseball are 55 and over. You don't get
Well,
the young kids anymore. You know why? It's not fast enough. And guess what? You know what I want to see? I want to see like what they did with the World Baseball Classic. When you got motherfuckers out there with fucking playing bachata and fucking playing fucking instruments out in the outfield, having a good time. They do that shit in Japan. Are you kidding me? Have you seen Japanese baseball? You know how fucking fun that is? That shit is so
I did like
fun.
the World Baseball because I was at the store when that started.
Bro, that shit is so fun. That's why I like these younger players like Acuna Jr. I don't give a shit if you do a bat flip all fucking crazy and you stare down the pitcher when you fucking just smack the fucking home run after he threw inside on you 3 times in a row and you couldn't get him. And then he put one on you.
Okay, but I mean, with the NBA, you're not looking at everything too. Like, I guess I haven't brought it up. Things have changed. Look, players are completely different now. There's no more rivalry. I mean, with the players, they're all fucking friends.
Yeah, that I don't like. I don't like that. We've talked about that before. I don't like that either.
And the super team thing, which that's kind of died off. That's kind of really, we haven't really. I mean, except with the Lakers, of course. I mean, as long as LeBron's around, that shit's gonna happen.
Well, he's a general manager, bro. You didn't know?
Surprised he ain't owner. I'm surprised he ain't banging Jeannie Buss.
No.
I just think it's on a decline. I mean, people just aren't going. Look at the WNBA. Jesus Christ, they paying you to come just to watch it on TV now.
Yeah, but the WNBA also doesn't have the reach that the NBA does, but it's getting better. And here's the thing, the NBA, you remember, we've talked about this, before Magic and Larry came into the league, the NBA finals were on tape delay, bro. Tape delay. Are you shitting me? I'm watching an NBA finals that played yesterday, and I can't even watch it live? What the fuck happened to that? But then Larry and Magic came, and they're like, oh shit, looks pretty good. And then MJ showed up, and then all these other superstars showed up, and it was like, whoa, these fucking guys are amazing. But the WNBA, and it's getting like that. You got girls like Sabrina Ionescu, who just broke the record for most three-pointers in a season that hasn't been broken. And the WNBA has been around for 25 years. Like, and she comes out of nowhere. This college athlete that was knocking down fucking threes everywhere, and now you got a couple more coming out of Iowa. I forgot what old girl's name was, but she's gonna come out of here and she's gonna start fucking doing that same thing when she gets in the WNBA. But the WNBA is actually pretty good. It's just that it's in the time of the year where nobody's caring about basketball. Unless the only time they're caring about basketball is if it's the Olympics or FIBA. And look how good we did in FIBA this year. Our fucking B team goes out there and shits the bed, doesn't even get a medal. Like, are you kidding me? I'm so mad at them. Lost to fucking Canada. Bill Burr. Yeah, I've seen this clip. I know exactly what you're gonna play. I know exactly what you're gonna play.
ESPN or one of these sports channels, and she starts bitching, going like, I don't understand. How come female athletes don't make as much as male professional athletes? Right? And all of these men had to sit there and act like they didn't know what the answer was. They had to sit there like dumbfounded, like, oh, I don't know. Why is that? That is a conundrum. I have no idea.
This is so true.
No, it
Literally,
is.
I'm sitting at home screaming at the TV because you don't sell any fucking tickets.
Yep.
Nobody is going to women's soccer games. You're playing in a 20,000 seat arena. 1,500 people show up. That's not a good night. The promoter lost his fucking ass on that gig. I'm not saying no professional female athletes, Serena Williams, the women in the UFC. Nobody's watching your fucking sport. And then you're going to come and you're going to get mad at fucking men. They keep doing that shit. Why are you yelling at us? It's not our fucking job. It's not my fucking job.
Yeah, that's what happens, bro. They just don't. They don't show up, and they don't. But you get the what you have been seeing more recently is you're seeing more and more NBA players going out to these WNBA games to try to help support their teams, especially if they're playing in a team like the Sparks play in LA. Well, a lot of Lakers guys will show up to those games to try to get that up, which is great, but it's in a different time of the year, and we're just not into it. Do you know how much they pay WNBA players overseas? That whole Brittany Griner situation that happened a few years back. You know why that happened? It's because they make fucking millions of dollars over there versus what they make hundreds of thousands here. And they actually, invest in their teams overseas.
But the interest is not here, though. I mean, it's not no one's fault, but there's just no interest. You can't force people to like something that they don't want to watch. It's like, oh, well, I mean, golf, probably, I don't sit there and watch golf.
You're not in their demographic. They're not looking for you. You're not the type of person that's going to look for golf.
I mean, either. Gary, I am in like my, late 40s now. I mean,
yeah, no, me too.
Am I not demographic now?
Yeah, yes, and sort of, but your whole lifestyle isn't anything near golf. Like yesterday, I was actually supposed to be in a golf.
So what do you think they're looking for?
They're just looking for the
power.
You stupid ass. But yeah, bro, that's this. It's what it is, bro. It's what it is, bro. There's demographics, and they check them and they look and they see. But you're not in that demographic. You're not into that. You listen to
Power.
You set yourself up for him. You know that, right?
Bro, but it's just
that was great. You're like, you're not in a demographic. You're not what?
But that's what happens, bro. It's just they're not the demographic that they're looking for, bro. That's all it is, bro. They're looking for a specific type of person, and unfortunately nowadays it's even hard to even check to see who's actually watching what, because nobody's watching Celestial TV most of the time. Everybody's watching shit on an app or watching shit from some streaming service or watching shit from here, and they don't have to give out those numbers. They don't.
It's true.
So you don't even know who's really watching it. All you can see is by how much you're being able to sell your commercials for, because they're the ones that are looking at, like, their Nielsen system doesn't even, like, does that still exist? I think it still exists,
Yes,
but I don't.
It still does.
It does, but I don't. Who the fuck watches TV? Only time I watch regular TV, bro, is when I'm watching football games. That's it. And then even then sometimes,
me too.
And even then sometimes if I'm out somewhere, I'm watching it on my phone through an app. I'm watching NBC Sports or I'm watching Fox Sports.
That's a good question. When you and Christy go out to eat, are y'all mess with your phones while y'all at the table?
No, not really. I don't try. I try not to. Dinner time, when it's between me and her, I try to put that phone away, unless I get a text or something or I'm looking up something. But no, usually I talk to her.
I have a rule. No, there's no at the dinner table, or if we go out to eat, there's no phones. Yeah. Even with the kids, it's like nobody, because it's like me and Brady will be sitting at a table looking at like around the restaurant, and it's like
everybody's on their phone.
Sad. Yeah, it's like the whole family will be on their phone. It's like, look how sad that is. And Taryn could tell you ever since she was little, like when we ate dinner, there's no phones at my table. There's no phones.
Oh yeah, no. If you
You
call
know?
me and I'm eating dinner,
Yeah.
usually I don't pick up the phone. I won't answer it, or I won't respond to a message. I'll respond to it later. I'm busy. That's my time that I need to not worry about that. But yeah, bro, that's the NIL stuff and all this stuff in college. This was all inevitable, bro. This is all look, bro. Remember we used to play. I know you probably played this back in the day, the NCAA football.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And what did the players get
Waiting
off of
on the
that
new
shit?
one.
And what
Jesus,
did the players
man.
make on that?
No,
Nothing.
well, yeah, I grant,
Nothing.
yeah, but I get that. But that's once again, that's not so much of an endorsement deal. Then they're
Yes, it
just
is. You're using
well,
your name, image, and
no,
likeness.
well, then no, and they're not really in.
Yeah,
That's
they are. Are you shitting
that's a
me?
check they could have cut. They could have cut everybody a $200 check.
They couldn't have, because the NCAA would have considered that an illegal.
No, I'm saying if they, if the NCAA would have allowed it, I'm
No, they
saying
wouldn't have,
could.
but they wouldn't have allowed it because it
But
would be
I'm sure
considered an
everybody
amateur.
would have gotten a paid too.
No, they wouldn't have. They had to go to court for that, bro. That's why they had to go to court.
No, I know, but I'm saying if they would have, everybody would have gotten the same.
They wouldn't have, though. That's
Well,
the
actually,
thing,
you
though.
know what? Their names were
Jersey
not.
sales.
Wait, their names were not used in the games.
Yeah,
It
but you
was
knew who
their
the player
likeness.
was.
It was the likeness.
It was the
and
likeness. You knew who
and
there
the
was.
number.
You knew
Oh
who
yeah,
it
I had a
was.
friend that was in it.
Yeah, you know who Reggie Bush was. I knew who fuck Reggie Bush was.
Yeah.
Like when I picked USC, I knew who that guy is. You know,
One of the guys that worked with us was in it, and he was at what's that Louisiana school? Louisiana Tech, and he's like, yeah, I'm in the game. We're like, well, how are you ranked? He's like, oh man, I'm sad in the game.
Yeah, the
He's
rankings.
real sad. He's like, I'm sad, bro, in the game.
Yeah, that shit is funny, bro. I love that every year when Madden comes out or when NBA 2K comes out. It's always they're like, man, my ranking is horrible. How am I an 88? Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm like, I'm not an 88. Get out of here. That shit is funny. But they don't, those guys, the professionals, they get paid for that shit. Like
Well,
the NBA has to have an agreement with the licensing contractors to get that money for those players, and that money gets put into the pool, and then all the players get paid.
well,
Doesn't matter how shitty of a player you are.
Imagine how surreal it was for me when I think it was 99. A guy I blocked for in high school was in a game.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's like
That's fucking awesome.
I blocked for that dude.
Yeah, and he's on a video game and gets paid nothing.
Yeah, well, he went to jail
Yeah,
while he was in school.
that happens too. Yeah, a lot of guys go to jail.
He played for Tulane.
Green Wave, they lost yesterday.
They did?
I think so.
No shit.
Yeah,
But let's no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna check the score.
No, I was gonna say let's move on because we're becoming
Yeah.
a sports podcast, and it's like I don't want a sports podcast.
That's
I would
fine,
have kept.
bro. I'm wearing my Saints shirts, even though they don't play till tomorrow.
No one remembers the original name of the show. Kayfabe and Gorilla was the original name of the podcast. The very first name of the show.
So we're gonna talk about some wrestling then.
Not really.
Yeah, let's say.
Well, we could. I mean, in a sense, something major happened. Vince officially is not the owner of WWE no more.
Is that true? Did that actually go through?
Oh yeah.
I read a blurb about it, but I wasn't 100% because he was supposed to sell it and not be the head guy anymore.
Yeah,
This
he's
was like
not the
last
majority
year.
owner no more.
Yeah, he's not the majority owner. Okay. Well.
Nope. I mean, like they said, he fucking bought it for $1 million from his dad. He wound up making like
that's $1 billion industry.
$9 billion.
Talk about $1 billion industry. And then they got that Saudi money too, because they go to do Saudi shows every once in a while, which is weird because they don't like women in Saudi. Like they like women, but in their place, which means in the kitchen.
Wrestling's on its downfall now. No, the major. It's on its last leg too.
So according to you, everything's on their downfall.
No,
NBA,
well, actually, no. I think
NFL.
but for wrestling, it's a different story than it is for major sports because there's no other thing below it where like any alternative. Wrestling has hundreds of alternatives, especially like local promotions and the smaller stuff. I mean, there's a difference. Wrestling can survive because they do have smaller markets. Football don't. Or none of those other ones do. Except I don't know basketball. That isn't it the 3 league? Wasn't that coming popular for a while?
Oh, the big three? Yeah, the Ice Cube one. It's actually pretty good, and I've watched a few of their tournaments and stuff, and actually got picked up by CBS. I actually watched some of their games, and you got some of these, these players they just retired from the NBA that are in the big three and stuff, and you're just like, damn, They can still hoop. You're like, shit. I want to see slam ball though. I seen that the other day on ESPN. That was fucking awesome. Slam ball. Remember that? Where the basketball with the trampolines everywhere.
Oh yeah.
That shit is fun. That shit is crazy. Motherfuckers jumping from 30 feet out on a trampoline, doing double windmills and flips in the air and slamming on
Looking
motherfuckers.
like the gorilla at the Phoenix Suns games back in the day.
Pretty much. And Benny the Bull. I love Benny the
I'm
Bull.
surprised the gorilla hasn't been canceled yet.
Yeah, well, he's okay. He's just a gorilla.
He's a gorilla and he's on a basketball court. This is racist. I'm surprised it hasn't happened.
Yeah, well. But
like, oh
I don't know
God.
what else has happened in during the week. Like I don't even know what's happened this week. This week's
Well,
been a blur today.
WWE was sold. The writer strike's still going on. And
Yeah, that's just
good.
That's just, I don't think it's good. We're gonna have a bunch of shitty shows
here we
on
go.
TV to watch.
I feel bad because I think this is not good for the writers or the actors. It's making them look bad because they went on strike voluntarily, right? They're hurting the people below them.
Oh yeah, no, I understand that part.
And this wasn't because they had to go on strike; they wanted to go on strike, and they know that it was going to hurt the people below them. But who are the ones we hear and boohoo and crying? It's the actors and the writers. And
it's really just the writers, it's not the actors.
But the problem is they've you and me have gotten into this. Hollywood's lost money. They don't have a leg to stand on. That's why the studios are like, let them sit. We'll make more money on the reruns than we will on the new shit. Why? Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah, no. Then you see a couple of people like I think Drew Barrymore's show is going back on
remember,
the air.
This is only limited to the United States. Across the ocean, across the pond, they're still making shit. House of Dragons still being made.
Oh, I know. Trust me. Look, Chrissy watches so many damn shows that are foreign shows all the time now because they're the only ones that are making new stuff. Like, and then there's other stuff that's in the can we're going to start seeing a little bit of it, but the real hit's going to hit us when all of a sudden we're not going to have any new movies coming out for years. That's when it's going to suck. And that's when the studios are going to end up being like, well, we might have to pay them a little bit more. Or we might have to structure this thing a little differently. Because we talked about this before, bro. The structure of their contracts is so different. Before, you were on a contract for 8 months because that's how long the show was. Now you're on a contract for 15 weeks.
There is no more sympathy for these people. Spitball Media, John Draper said it. I mean, John said it best. He's like, the sympathy for these people are no longer there from the general public, the support they need because of all the shit they've done over the past couple of years. You know, you had these people in Hollywood bashing half the country because they voted for a certain person, which you don't piss off the people that feed you. I mean, that's fucking stupid. You don't use you use an emotion, and that's why I go back to what I said. Social media has ruined there are no more movie stars. Movie stars were supposed to have mystique again. You didn't know all about their personal lives, but you knew enough that was just satisfying. And
there's still some that are like that, bro. There's lots of them that we don't.
But there's very few and far between.
Oh yeah, no, because everything's on social media. Everything.
Yeah, and they put their whole lives. They put what's going on in their. You know, they pretend. Okay, here's the thing. This is what social media has done to people like athletes and movie stars. These are not the intelligent people that we were all led to believe many years ago. These are fucking morons trying to tell us who live day to day, paycheck to paycheck. We pay our own bills. We do everything ourselves. Try to tell us how to live our lives. And you motherfuckers can't even go piss in a pot without someone holding your fucking dick. Yeah, I mean, so
it's the Kardashian effect, bro. They're famous because they're famous.
But I think the general public is seeing these people are idiots. They're pretend act. You know, they play pretend. These are not intelligent fucking people like we were led to believe. These are fucking morons.
I don't think all of them are like that, bro.
I think a lot of them are. I say 90% of them are.
I don't believe that's that.
A lot of these people that haven't even graduated high school. I mean, some ain't even
anything.
School.
Lots of people that didn't graduate high school that were Albert Einstein didn't graduate high school. Everybody knows who the fuck he is.
I really believe. Look, my favorite example, LeBron James is a fucking moron.
Nah,
You
he's
could
a
say
smart businessman. Are you kidding
that
me?
dude is not a smart businessman, dude. He
Are you
is a
kidding
more
me?
dude. There's people that do it for him. Dude,
And
LeBron's
that's
not
what
sitting
makes him
there.
smart, bro. That's the job.
But
The job
okay,
is
wait, okay. That don't really make him smart. That makes him fucking
Nope.
unaware because there will be people that will fuck him.
Yeah,
And
but
if he's not smart enough to catch it, he's not.
yeah, but everybody gets caught. Everybody
Dude,
gets caught.
LeBron's
There's people all the time that get stuff like that. Are you kidding
don't
me?
don't make me go
Look,
find that video. Malcolm X, he was smart. What else? He was intelligent. What
yeah,
else?
but that's fine. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him talking about that. That's not what I look for him for.
But
I
it's
don't look
just
for
the
him for that,
point,
bro.
It's just the point that he's not an intelligent person.
Yeah, because you're looking at him in a different way than I'm looking at him as just an athlete and a businessman, and he's got a damn sports
Well,
agency.
okay, what qualifies him to be in a good a businessman?
He started a sports agency. He brought a school for kids. And
Okay, do you really think he's the brainchild behind any of that?
Yeah, he was the money
No,
that was able to get the people
the
into it.
money.
Bro, you know what makes you a great
that-
leader? What makes you a great leader is it gets people you get people that are smarter than you to do stuff that you need them to do. That's what a great leader does. And that's what he's been doing. So I give it to him on that.
I don't.
You think
I
Michael
don't believe
Jordan's
it.
a great businessman?
Hell no.
Why not? He just sold his fucking team for
Because he would have pissed off
billions of dollars.
Okay, older Michael Jordan may be a good businessman.
Oh, that's still the same
young
thing,
Michael
bro.
Jordan wouldn't have been a good businessman. Michael
he
would have
was.
betted it all his shit away.
No, he didn't. He was a smart businessman.
Michael
you know why?
already admitted that he was careless with his fucking money.
Oh yeah, he's always been careless with his money because he was young and stupid, and that's what happens to all these guys. But LeBron's closer to our age than some of these other young stars out there. Like he's much closer to our age than he is to everybody else, and he's not going to blow his money out there like he doesn't need to.
Michael Jordan and LeBron are two different animals, though. Michael, I mean, I think Michael worked for everything he got. LeBron was handed more than. Yeah, LeBron was dude. Michael, okay, LeBron never even went to college for one. He didn't have to bust his ass to get to college. He was just. I mean, so you gonna say he wasn't?
The NBA didn't have the rule. If you tell me
Michael
that I could
Jordan
take a driving test
out of high school, though.
So what? MJ wasn't that great out of high school.
But exactly. So Michael had a longer road to get where he was going than LeBron.
Yeah,
LeBron his path was a lot better paved than Michael's was.
Yeah, but it's also a different time too, bro. You're talking about from the 80s and the late 70s, and you're talking about to the early 2000s. Those are very different things, bro. Those are very different things. Nothing was the same back then. As time goes on, time changes, everything changes. But here's the thing. MJ made a deal with Nike versus everybody else because he bet on himself. And guess what? He's made more money with Nike than he's made with any NBA contract he's ever had. Ever. And nowadays, you see these NBA contracts that are out here that you're like, are you shitting me?
Okay, here's another thing I'm going to go with too, and I've said this before. The generation Michael comes from is a lot different than the generation that LeBron comes from.
Oh yeah, of course.
We've had this conversation about how people 200 years ago were at 16 were way mature than 16-year-olds now. I mean, they were ready to get married and have kids at 14,
You're 18 and you ain't got no babies? You ain't got no babies. You 18. You ain't got no husband? What's wrong?
You're an old maid already.
Exactly. You're an old maid. You're 22. You're old. Fuck out of here.
But then again, 14-year-olds were mentally ready to do all that shit back then.
Well, they had no choice. They had no choice. They were helped raising their 4 brothers and sisters, bro.
It's not, not even that. They were raised to be ready. By that point, they were raised to be adults at a young age.
Well, because their life expecting was like 45.
Yeah, I mean, you also worked. I mean, there were no NBA contracts back then either for $20 million.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like we're getting off topic again. But yeah, the writers, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like,
no, I think they're being selfish, and they know it. They know they're failing, so they're trying to squeeze whatever's left in the lemon to get what they can for themselves. Dude, dude, that's a business I would never want to fucking be in.
No, I wouldn't want to be in it either because the studio holds all the power and they have all the money.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They don't have all the money.
They have all the money.
Why? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
They're
may have
so
lost
much-
some
so
money,
much
but they
money.
still have more money, bro.
If they had so much money, this shit would not be going on right now.
No, it's not. Are you kidding me? Greed conquers all, bro. Are you shitting
Disney's
me?
Disney's about to go bankrupt.
It's not, though. You say it is, but it's not.
What you talking about? They're trying to find someone to buy ABC. They are broke. They know it, and they got all this new shit about to come out that no one's gonna watch. They're even thinking about pulling the plug on Snow White because they're so scared it's gonna bomb. They could just get the tax write-off because they're trying to do damage control with that shit because of the chicks. She's so not liked. They'll be lucky to even make $1 million off this movie when it goes
that's
to
fine.
theaters.
That's fine, and that's fine. But they had the budget to even do it. That's the thing. They had the money to do it. You're making it seem like the studios are hurting. Like, oh my God, we're gonna crumple and fall. They're not, bro.
But you don't understand. But that's the thing. You're not understanding where these budgets are coming from. These budgets don't come from Disney's wallets. These comes from investors that Disney has to pay back. And that's the problem. They're so in debt, dude. They're in debt with Hulu. You'd have to go look. They like for $3 billion. They were gambling that everything that they slapped Disney on was going to make money. It's going completely fucking south right now.
Yeah, they still got money, bro. You've been making it seem like they're hurting that bad.
They are hurting that bad. They're about to dude. Don't be shocked if ABC sold, ESPN sold, Fox is sold. They're going to start selling shit off quick.
Well, we shall see. Only time will tell.
And the theme parks and the theme parks are not keeping them afloat like they used to.
Oh no, and the cruise ships either. I know.
I mean, you just lost $1 billion on that Star Cruiser shit. It was open less than a year, and they had to shut it down because they were losing so much money. It was like $1 billion, the budget on that thing.
Yeah, and they'll be fine, and they'll make it up.
They always will. It's not, dude. I'm telling you, dude. Disney is about to fucking fold. They have lost so much money. They're in so much debt. Like I said, everybody's like, "Oh, they have money to put this out for." No, they have investors that invest in these movies for them. And when they make the money, they pay all these and then some. But the problem is they're not making the money back.
You're saying that like they're going to go under, just like the United States should have gone under because we have so much debt outcurring to like China. I think it's like $3 trillion. Trillion.
Well, we have a lot.
Has the U.S. government fallen? No. Why? Because the world's going to still keep on going, bro.
Yeah, but
these studios are not going to fall. They're not going to collapse.
Okay.
In our lifetime, they probably will, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's
Put it on the board. Put it on the board, like I'm telling you, bro. Watch. I'm not saying they're gonna fold, but okay. But you're not gonna see them spending. It's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're gonna fold, but the money is not going to be thrown out like in the past 5-6 years.
Oh yeah, no. Well,
you're not getting these. You're not getting these $500 million budget movies anymore.
Well, because they have to. Because they have to figure out how they actually got to be able to make it smarter again, which is fine. But that doesn't mean they don't have any money to give to fucking writers. The actors I can give a shit about. The actors only joined in because the writers are like, hey, bro, like if you help us out, it'll look better if you kind of like, we're part of this. It make us, make it look like we're actually kind of a union. And the writers are like, the actors are like, yeah, sure, we'll do it. What the hell? Because most of these actors get paid shit tons of money. But you're right. The people that are losing the most money is all the people that are behind the camera.
Yeah. I wouldn't say they're losing the most money, but they're the ones hurting the worst.
Yeah, because like you don't have like how many people does it take to put like a TV show on? 70, 80 people, easy. And these are people that are key groups, lighting professionals, stagehands. I know that's what I'm saying. Like just a small show.
You got
you know what I mean?
Catering, just a little bit.
Well, that's
the
best
thing
boy.
Too. I don't know what a best boy is, but I've always used to see it. Best boy. So
the catering services went from 5-star to 1-star. That's all that happened with that, bro. It's like, and you still see them shooting movies and shit. Like I remember when they used to shoot movies out here all the time, and I drive past some fucking catering trucks, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is that?
I think them not having the public on their side, like the 2007 when it's hurting them, and it's all it's going to do is hurt them. You pissed the country off, half the country off. Now you fucking like, we're sorry. And it's like,
You
Piss
know,
off.
we're just gonna get a bunch of foreign shows, bro. That's all that's gonna happen. Let's not
Dude,
get it twisted. We're just gonna get foreign
look at that.
shows.
Look at the one show that hit on Netflix. The one from Korea. Oh shit, what was that?
Oh,
Show? The one with the games.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. Squid Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming with a season 2. Yeah, I'd watch Squid Games. That shit was fucking great.
Look,
I don't care
show
about
like Game of
subtitles.
Thrones. They
I have
don't
to
have
read
nothing.
everything. I have to read everything all the time anyway. I always got the damn subtitles on now too.
So
Oh, man.
you know what? Fuck Hollywood. You know I don't give a fuck. Fuck them.
Yeah.
They look down on people like us like pieces of shit. Well, fuck them. Fuck
Well,
them.
some studios do and some don't. I like the.
Well, I'm not talking about. I'm
independent
talking about actors and the writers. I'm not talking about the studios.
guys. Yeah, well, I'm
The
talking about
studios, they're a
too.
business.
Yeah, it's
you
always
know?
been a business, but that's how everything is, bro. Everything's about business, bro.
The actors and writers are people, but they want to still act like entitled pricks. So fuck them.
I don't know if they're entitled, bro. They just
They
been doing
feel-
something
they
for
may
so
not
long.
be. Oh yeah, they entitled. Fuck that, Gary. You know they're entitled.
I guess you say so.
Fuck
Bro.
that.
We're looking at it from two different sides of the mirror. I
Yeah.
look at them as they're people too, and they just want to work and want to work their job and want to have better benefits for their job. That's it, bro. Like, what are you gonna do?
What more benefits do they want? They want more money, but there is the money. The money is not there.
No, that's not true either. These studios still make fucking millions and millions and millions of dollars,
They don't
bro.
make as much as you think.
Yeah, they make more than what you think, though. You think they don't make as much, but they make more. And they give less than 1% of that to the people that make the shit that they do.
Put it on the board. We'll see. We'll see who's right in the long term on this one.
Yeah, bro. Is there anything new coming out that you're actually looking forward to seeing?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Power!
I actually want to see fucking Loki season 2. I gotta go get caught up on
Really?
season 1.
You see, no one will watch it. No one cares.
It looks pretty cool. I like it.
I'm just so done with the comic book shit. It's been overplayed too long now. It's like one of them relatives that stayed too long at your house, or friends like
You said bye 17 times.
it's like tapping at one point. It's like, dude, you gotta go. I say that with number love.
Hey, real quick, bro. Let me give a shout out to Boogie. It was his birthday yesterday. He's up in Vegas with his pops, bro. Boogie, what's up, baby?
Oh,
happy
really?
Birthday. Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Bug.
Yeah, he went out to Vegas, took his dad out to Vegas because Pops' birthday was last week too. So that was fucking cool.
So he's on vacation?
No, he's gonna be back tomorrow.
Really? They were doing the weekend?
Yeah, a little weekend trip, bro. A little weekend trip. Yeah.
You may not come back.
Yeah, you got he's only sent one picture so far. I can't wait to see all the rest of the pictures. That's what I want to see.
Hey, it's a prostitute.
I know. Hey, look, it's a $700 hooker. Oh shit. Oh man. But yeah, bro, there ain't been much other, like I said, WWE. So like I thought I heard something about it, like scrolling through, seeing like headlines, but I didn't even pay attention to it because I was just like, I thought they already sold that shit. Like, what the fuck's going on with all this?
It's just, dude, times are changing, bro. Let's be real. It's just people starting to lose interest. The interest of what we used to like is not there no more. You know, it's just anything in life. Like the kids of today, the comic book stores, they don't go to comic book stores like we did, or the generation before us. Yeah, I mean, it's just times are changing, man. And
you can download a comic on your phone in fucking 10 seconds.
It goes to sports too. I mean, as the generations move, they're going to move away from sports.
They might, but here's the thing: sports is still the only live thing that still ranks in the top 10 every year of things watched.
I think professional sports will go before college. I'll be honest about that.
I don't think professional sports are going to go anywhere. There's too much money in it. They make so much money.
But then again, it goes back to the generations after us and the next ones. Are they going to still have the same interest in them as we do? I don't think so.
Well, it depends on who's the one there grooming them. If you got kids that are in their house and they're sitting there 7, 8 years old watching their dad watching the same game that his grandfather watched, it just keeps on going. That cycle keeps on going.
But that's the thing. Do you see the kids doing that like they used to, like we did with our parents and grandparents?
It depends, bro. It depends on where you're at.
It goes back to this, bro.
Yeah,
their attentions they may be in the same room, but they're not focusing on the game.
No,
like,
No, they're watching the streamer. They're watching the streamer on Twitch or on YouTube or,
They
or
watching
on
someone
Facebook
playing Madden
gaming.
while you're in the
Yeah,
phone watching
exactly.
the football
And
game.
it's funny because I seen somebody ask about that. They're like, how come you're watching that football game? He's like, well, because I like watching football games. You guys are professionals. Well, why don't you go play football? He's like, well, I can't play football. It's like, well, that's why I watch streamers because I can't play as good as these guys play on their streams. And I'm like, shit, that fucking kid is actually not wrong. He's not fucking wrong at all. I watch
That's what I'm
streamers all the
saying.
time
I don't
too.
think the interest is going to be there like it was. I mean, we started because we played it when we were kids, even if it was in the street and shit. We loved it. There was a reason why we played in the street. Dude, do you see kids playing football in the street anymore?
I don't see kids outside anymore, bro.
That's true. It's like,
I don't
you
see
know, they've
kids
all been
outside, bro.
kidnapped by the fog or something. And it's like, what the
I
fuck
know, 'cause-
happened?
Yeah, remember I used to I tell some of the 20-something year olds that I play basketball with all the time. I tell them all the time, I'm like, bro, there was a commercial outside that said it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? Because we were never home. We were always outside fucking doing shit. Nowadays, you don't go out. Nobody goes outside. Why?
Well,
I can just FaceTime my friend right here. Hey, let me FaceTime.
it's great how this episode everything comes to full circle. It goes back to the dinner thing. I
Yeah.
go to restaurants and we were at the restaurant last night, all 4 people. It's like, wow. You know,
happens
it's
all the
like
time, bro.
y'all don't even give a fuck what each other has to say.
Or taking pictures of their food.
Yeah, it's like, motherfucker, I don't give a
I'm gonna
fuck what
post this
you
shit on
eating.
Instagram. Yeah, I don't care what you're eating, bro. I don't care that you just got a steak from somewhere they didn't cook it right. That's cool.
Yeah, right. And you know what? Hey, it's not wanting. It's just a little undercooked. Eat the fucker. Stop being a bitch. Eat that pink.
Yeah. It's not blood. People think
Right?
it's blood, and I'm like, it's not blood.
And if it is, it's the
Nope.
flavor.
It's actually not blood though. I forgot what it was called, but it's actually not blood. It's something else that's in there. It's a protein that's in the meat itself,
Yeah.
but it's not blood. Everybody thinks, oh, it's blood. I'm like, no, it's not blood. It just looks like blood.
Yeah, and it gets juicy because of when you're cooking it and the grease coming out mixing. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
man. Now you're gonna make me want a steak, bro. Shit, I'm gonna have to go to the store.
That's
and
what
buy
I
some
ate last
steaks.
night, bro.
God damn it, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you, you Italian person? You like Italian?
I like everything. I like food, bro. I'm a food eater.
Dude, for like a date night, dude, y'all should go check that place out. It's on Canal, and it's called Venetia's.
Yeah, you've told me about this place before.
Dude, it's a perfect like date night place, bro. It's like so fun. It's like this, like the size of my house, like square footage wise.
Yeah.
It's that cool, and it's like real good. It's great, best Italian food you ever had. I mean, the steaks are like $36. I mean,
Yeah,
if
see,
you get
I
one,
got that kind of money.
sure, if you get it, get the strip. Don't get the ribeye.
No, see, I like ribeye. I like the fat. I like some fat in my steak.
They don't char it though.
Oh, they don't char it?
Yeah, unless you ask them to do it, they probably would.
Unless you
but,
do black and blue. I don't want to do black and blue.
Yeah, but their Italian food's so fucking good. You need to try it. Venetia's right off of Canal and something in Mid City. It's great.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. I don't leave my neighborhood.
Well, you got a problem there.
I don't like leaving my neighborhood where everything just gets expensive. It's like $400 a day outside.
Yeah.
And I don't have $400 a day to be spending. Like it's fucking.
Right.
It's like. But yeah, bro. We like to go out. We have our date night once a week. It's been really weird because Mama's back in the hospital and
Right.
waiting to see how that works out. Thoughts and prayers out to Mama Gets. But yeah, bro. It's just. I like to try new places though, but I like if I really want to eat a steak, bro, I'll take my ass to Winn-Dixie and get me a nice little cut and then cook that shit on
I'm
my
like
grill
that
myself.
too, but I like I like just going out sometimes just to go eat.
Oh yeah, me too. We try to go out once a week, especially now since there's nobody else here in the house. All the kids are gone, so it's just me and her. So it's just like, all right.
I've never been a person that likes to go out to a restaurant and eat with a big group. Never have.
Well, I don't mind. It depends on how big the group is. Like 4 to 6 people, not
That's
too bad.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fair.
10 to 12,
That's
it's gonna be a
ridiculous.
problem.
Yes.
Like we're gonna have to have some separate checks up in here.
Yeah. Well, and it's not.
We've
I
done
don't
that
even think
though
it's
for like
separate
birthday
check.
parties.
It's just like it's too much going on.
We've
to
done
be at
that
a
with
restaurant.
birthday parties. Like when we've had like my birthday party at the Mexican restaurant and Christy's birthday party at the Mexican. Like we'll have 10 or 12 people, and that's fine because everybody's just yelling across the table anyway. But it is what it is. So, but yeah, bro,
Like I said, I hate when we go in a restaurant. It's like 14 people. It's like, did you really need 14 people to fucking come?
unless
Yeah,
it's a
it's like-
family thing. Like I've had that happen
But
before.
still, it's like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't give a fuck.
That's it. That's all it is, bro. You're just getting old. You don't want to be around a bunch of people, bro. I'm the same
Yeah,
way.
but it's just I think that's just like too much. It's not like you can sit there and have a conversation with all fucking 14 or 13 people.
No,
Yeah,
you can't. No, you
and
can
it's
only have
stupid.
the area that's around you. You want
Yeah,
to talk to Joey down there? Fuck Joey. I don't care about him. I don't
yeah.
care what he's
Like you
talking
said,
about.
6 tops is cool. After that, no. We'll have dinner somewhere or go cook, do a barbecue. That's barbecue size, 14 people and shit.
Yep, exactly. Tell me
That's
about
a
it.
cookout size,
Yep, exactly. My ass be sitting outside sweating all day.
right?
But
Well, actually, the weather's been
it's
pretty
actually getting
nice,
nice. That's the funny thing. We didn't start off with the weather being shitty this week. We
right?
usually start off with
Last night,
it's fucking
it was.
hot. It's so
la-
goddamn hot everywhere.
I woke up around 3 when smoked a cigarette, and it was like, "Ooh, I like this." You know?
Yeah, I woke up this morning when I was taking care of all the animals because now I got an outside cat.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we fed him too many times. Now he's every day, every morning when I take the dogs out, I go look and check, and he's sitting there under my truck just waiting for me. Like, hey, bro, like, what's up with the kibbles and bits?
Uh, yeah, everybody knows about Squeakers. Is still outside. She's been back and never left again.
That's what's
Oh,
up.
we found out what happened. I found out what happened to Squeakers.
Wow.
The people who owned her, the daughter came and got her that day and put her in the house. And she kept her in the house in the bedroom for like a week. And I guess Squeakers was like not having it. She wanted to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And because the owners, I guess the mom or whatever came over here one day and Brandy was outside. And she
Remember you
told
told me about
Brandy,
this.
yeah, and Brandy told, and she best friend Brandy told me that, yeah, she came over here and told us where the cat was because Brandy brought it up. And yeah, that's what happened. The owners came and got her, or she went over. I don't know, but she was over there. And it's like,
Yeah, no,
don't be taking my fucking cat.
Yeah, this cat's now like almost officially. I'm trying. I want to try to catch the cat because I don't know if it's a male or a female, but I want to catch it and like get it fixed in case it is. I don't want it to have a bunch of cat babies. Like I just don't want to deal with that. That I don't want to deal with.
Right.
So I got to go get a trap. I talked to one of my customers. They were telling me about place to call on this, but I've been having so much other stuff with Chrissy being at the hospital and stuff. It's just been too much. It's just been just too much. Yeah, I get
Use
bored.
tuna. They all love tuna.
Oh no, I just bring her. I bring the cat regular fucking same food that I feed my cats. And the only thing that's good about that is that my cats have to have urinary control cat food, which is a little bit more expensive, and that's what I feed that cat because I don't have no choice because that's the only cat food I got. So, but it is what it is, bro. Like, what are you gonna do? But man, I don't really know what else we was gonna do about this week because this week was just a weird week. It's just slow, and I just been out of it with her not being home very much. She's only slept home twice in the last 12 days, so
Well, I mean, we can jet on out here in a few. Working on, I was telling you, we're not gonna say who because I want to confirm everybody before.
yeah.
But yeah, we got a few guests coming up. Those will be on our shows, of course. Next week we'll have Dirk back as always.
Who's Dirk? The man with no name?
Oh, the man with no. Which actually, dude, that last episode got some good.
That was fun, man. We could do another one of those episodes because that
do
was
it again,
fun,
but we got to
dude.
make it challenging. Let's say let's do 2000 movies, top 5 2000 movies.
Oh, he'll never know any of those movies.
Dirk,
Dirk will not know shit.
You
He'll
good?
know shit
You
about
good for
shit.
next? You good for next Saturday for that?
I'm good with it. I'll start looking them up this
Dirk,
week. Yeah.
Next Saturday, best 2000 movies.
He'll have
top
one,
20.
He won't have any movies on there, bro. He won't have anything, bro. He doesn't watch movies anymore, bro. He doesn't.
You better go find some of 2000. Be like Dracula 2000 or some shit. I mean, honestly, bro, it's gonna be hard for me.
Me too.
The 2000. I mean,
I gotta go back and look and see because some of these movies from the late '90s, early 2000s,
actually,
they all mixed together.
Okay. So let's kind of. Should we go from like 2000 to 2010, or should we do everything since 2000?
Either or, it doesn't matter.
I think we should keep it a window.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, 2010. Yeah.
I see. That's gonna be hard for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up some movies. I got some movies in mind, but I can't remember when they were made because now we're old, bro. Like my memory isn't as great as it used to be.
I mean, because I can't say I have the same, emotional ties with. I can think of a couple. I mean, I would probably say more because they were great movies. I mean, I'm not going to really have any emotional ties like I do with Star Wars and Aliens and shit like that. But yeah, I could think of a couple.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be harder. Harder than the last one, I'll tell you that. So,
yeah,
Dirk,
I'm gonna do some research.
all movies between 2000 and 2010 is your top 25, top 5.
Man, don't do top 25. We'll never get it done.
Oh yeah, we'll never get that shit done. Well, we had some honorable shout outs too that we were thinking about after we got off the air. We're like texting each other. What about
There's
this?
so many movies, bro. There's just so many, bro. That was the golden era. That was like
I know
the
I
second
brought up
golden era.
RoboCop.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
RoboCop.
think about RoboCop.
I forgot about RoboCop. Jesus, that was a good show. I love that.
Yeah,
movie.
because that wasn't a movie.
Dale
that was
Murphy,
supposed
right?
to-
That was his name was Dale Murphy.
No,
Yeah, it was something Murphy.
yeah. Oh damn, Gary.
No, I think it was Dale Murphy.
No, it wasn't Dale. It was Murphy, but damn it, Gary.
Really?
Yeah,
I know Murphy for sure. Like I'm 100% on that one.
God, why do I have a fucking mind blank?
You do this all the time, bro. You never remember anything.
Damn, Murphy.
RoboCop, 1987 film.
Wasn't Dale. It was not Jack Murphy.
Alex Murphy.
Alex Murphy. That's it.
That's what it is. Yep. I was wrong. Dale Murphy, I think he's a baseball player. For like the Braves or some shit. But I knew it was Murphy though, because I remember they used to call him Murphy. Like that chick.
Yeah, I don't. That was Ann Lewis. Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah. Oh man.
I can't wait. Game November. It's supposed to come out in November. They put his shit back.
Really?
Game looks fucking cool, man.
Okay.
It's gonna be a first-person shooter. Have like the targeting thing. Robert, shoot the guy in the nuts.
Shit. Judge Dredd. Remember that movie?
Which one?
The original one was Sylvester Stallone.
Oh,
I am the law. The law.
Oh, Rob Snyder, Mr. I am the law.
Oh man,
Yeah,
shit.
that
Demolition
movie was
Man.
weak.
That was a
good movie.
That was such a good movie, man. That was such a good movie.
Simon Phoenix.
Oh, Simon Phoenix. And he's like, I know all this shit. he's typing and hacking and shit. Somebody fucking programmed him to it. I was like, God.
That's when the world discovered Sandra Bullock.
Oh my God. Oh, when they had sex. They put on the VR goggles and shit. That shit was crazy. And the crazy part is that's what motherfuckers are doing now. You see that shit now. Motherfuckers sitting there. You see him sitting on the couch. What is he doing? Like, I think I know what he's doing. Is he doing this?
And they're trying to change society the way they were trying to live. Like, you can't. Everything's bad. No cursing and
Get a fine.
shit like
Fuck you.
that.
Takes all the paper, wipes his ass.
Hey, man.
He doesn't know how to use the 3 shells.
Yeah,
3
right.
Shells. Oh my God, the 3
That's
shells.
still like an inside joke.
That shit is fucking hilarious, bro. Oh
I
my
still
God.
don't know how to use the 3 fucking shells.
Neither do I, bro. They never explained it, bro. I've even went on a deep dive one time to try to figure out how do you figure out that there's nobody that has any explanation of it. They just say it, but I want to know how you use the 3 shells, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, I've always like, okay, you could scrape it, but
no, I ain't fucking using nothing that sharp on my asshole.
But you're not really cleaning yourself, really. I mean,
Are you
was
using the
that
smooth side of the shell or using the open side of the shell? Like, that's the part that I want to know.
Yeah,
And
always been
and they just stay there. So what is do you clean them out or what? I don't.
right. It's like so many questions and so few answers.
It just makes it worse. Oh man. All right, bro. Let's get out of here. Let's go watch some fucking football.
Man, fuck. That was some crazy shit with them shells, though.
Bro, I don't. There's certain we got to do a show about that just one day.
The shells.
Yeah, about like figuring out like different plot lines. There were
The 3 little shells or something.
that we just don't. We never got any explanation of how it works or what happens about it. But that's the most common one that I can think of. That's the most popular one that I just don't understand how that works.
Right. But Yeah, we'll actually we'll watch some trailers next week. I mean, I had a couple of trailers we could watch just to burn time, but we could do them next week.
That's fine. Yeah, we could do it before we start doing our shows.
Yeah, because that was perfect the way we did it last week. We bullshit for a half hour, then we went in. It was perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah. If you're around later too today, bro. I don't know if we need an extra guy. You'd want to come on the other show and talk sports?
Maybe. Yeah, sure. Hit me up.
Let me see if they're gonna need someone extra because I know they want me to come in just on the Colorado thing, and I'm gonna just go back what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah, you can hit me up.
yeah, I'll let you know. But
I'm always down.
we'll
And I'm
be
by
on for
myself tonight,
5:30 if you want to
so
watch it. Yeah.
yeah, I was like, just me and the dogs and the cats, bro. That's it. Like, I hate it. I really hate being by myself all the time. Like,
Yeah,
I
come
like
check
it
us out.
sometimes. I like it sometimes, but I don't know. Who
Down
knows?
south, down south sports fanatics
Yep.
be around. So let's give our shout outs. Y'all know the Mo Dirt City podcast with Mojo and the Dirkster. Also we got Spitball Media, our friends John Draper, Bisha O'Brien, and Mr. Shaheen. You also got Wrestling Soup. That's Anthony Missionary Thomas, Joey Numbers, and Mr. Kevin Castle. And always giving a shout out to the Bayou Geeks' favorite son, Mr. Chris Matthews.
What up, Chris? Yep. And everybody else, bro, make sure you all go out there. You like, subscribe, comment, share it. Tell your mama and them. Like, come on, hit us up. We appreciate all the comments. We appreciate all the views. Help us grow. Like, that's all we ask, bro.
Yeah,
It don't
yeah,
cost
like the video. Yeah, I
yeah, it
mean,
don't
we
cost
getting a
nothing to hit
lot
a
of
button,
views.
bro.
Just like it, even if you don't watch it, just fucking like it. We don't care.
That's
You
what's
know?
up. Oh man.
But
Yeah,
you ready to get out of here?
yeah, bro. No other shout outs. Mama get better. I love you.
Absolutely.
I'm praying for your recovery quick.
And I'm trying to think if there's anything else we're missing, but it looks like we're good. Go Tigers.
Yeah, go tell. Yeah, they got put an ass whipping on Mississippi State yesterday. Jesus
Yeah, they
Christ,
did. Yeah, they did. Boy, Jalen Daniels look fucking
bro.
fantastic.
30 for 35, 88%. Are you shitting me? Jesus Christ, dude. 4 touchdowns. And then he ran one in. That kid is awesome. So,
But yeah, we'll see y'all next week, and we're gonna have our top 5 2000 to 2010 movies of all time.
Yep.
Our favorite ones. Dirk's gonna be fun.
Dirk's not gonna know what to happen.
And Gary, I will talk to you at some point this week, my friend.
That's what's
Maybe
up, bro.
tonight. Maybe I'll see
Yeah.
you tonight.
Yeah, hit me up.
All right, guys, and we
All
will
right,
catch y'all next weekend.
Bayou Geeks out, baby.